Hello everybody, my name is Anthem. Welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of 4 as the French Republic in BlackICE. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, Belgium and Luxembourg are in the war. Luxembourg already dead. Like, they're just already gone. Germany has pushed their way into Belgium, but we have set up a nice little defensive line right here outside of... basically right behind this river. Pink, you know what? Go like that. And maybe that'll be a little bit better. We can always pull these troops back later if we need to. You know, having nice guys around the river hopefully mean that they won't push into Belgium that much. Germans are still consistently attacking into the Maginot line, which is fantastic. Fuel is still an issue for our troops. You know, we probably actually set up a front line here now. Now that we're not in constant retreat. And your job basically is going to be to push your way to here. Is that ever going to happen? Chances are, hopefully. You know, it's just really a... It's more a question of when. Because, you know, taking the Rhine from Germany would be a massive, massive benefit, right? I'm sure there is... I was going to say, I'm sure there's like at least some... There's some factories here. There are at least 4 factories in this state. There are 4 factories in that state. So for, you know, there's some factories which would be nice to take from the Germans. Which are slowly being deployed. But again, like, they just constantly think they're superior enemy. And I'm not in disagreement with their assessment. You know, I'm glad that the Germans are consistently throwing men at our border. Because now they've actually lost more men than we do. And if they keep doing this, if they keep this up, eventually Germany will have lost more men on our side. So we'll technically, if you want to look at it that way, be winning the war. I mean, it's not a great way to look at it, seeing as we've already technically lost the country to capitulation. But if you ignore that part, like, look at this. Like, look how much of the world they're at war with. And, like... I mean, once Italy joins the war, all bets are off the table, because they might just smash straight through the Alps right here, but just ignore that. Put that out of your mind. That's an issue for another day. Our factories are being built so goddamn slowly. So once this is done, we absolutely need to decrease unemployment. We need those 5 civilian factories. Like, I don't think there's any question about that. Buy heavy water. Is that an extra research? Look, that's 2 more research slots down this tree. That'd be really good for us. Algeria gives an extra 4 military factories, which again would be wonderful. What else we got down here? Bank of France. Those aren't actually military factories. They just make our things a little bit cheaper. Okay, dispersed industry 2, so our industry will be slightly better than it was before. Doesn't unlock anything new. It does. Tank workshops allows ability, builds, locks tank factories, small arms factories, level 6 to 10. But we don't have any of them whatsoever, so I don't see there's any actual reason to do so. Frenchman speed going up by 10%. I think that, I mean, that sounds like a good idea. Not actually allow me to build silos. Okay, that's how I build a silo. 47 days, but I don't want to waste my 50% bonus on that. I just feel like there's something better to spend 50% on. Improve worker safety. It's not ahead of time. You know what? Just go straight for level 3. We have so many research slots. And I think it's probably worth it. Yeah, we got a research treaty. Get an extra research slot here. So now we're going to get the 106-day entrenchment. I think that is going to help us out. The Indian National Congress triumphs in provincial elections. Does that mean we're going to go independent? Because that, to me, sounds like a really bad idea. Why do I have... Oh, these are the Vietnamese troops. Oh, they decided just to walk. I mean, they're strategically redeploying, but they've decided to strategically redeploy other than just taking a goddamn boat from Vietnam. Which would have been so much faster. Anyways, get the 5 civilian factories. I have... It's only 49 days. That is not an expensive... national focus. Honestly, it's actually, like, extremely cheap. For 5 nice factories, we're no longer getting the Yugoslavian airfield purchase. I think that's actually good for us. I might be wrong. It's still 41%. Like, we're still only on partial mobilized, right? Fantastic. Like, we're not even in war economy yet. And there's nothing I can do. I can't... Is partial before early? No, it's early partial. Like, we can't even get to war economy yet. It'd be really nice to. Research speed goes up, factory output, dockyard output, fuel capacity goes up by 10%. But, I mean, also the consumer goods go down by 5% as well, which, you know, is not... That's nothing to sneeze at. I don't think that's a saying that anybody uses, but you know what I mean when I say that. It doesn't actually need to make sense. So the Germans already had 108,000 men lost, which is fantastic. Germany, yeah, just keep on... Oh, they're trying to Auschwitz now. Keep on trying to attack me. Austria, for the love of God, please resist German occupation. I know you're going to lose because you have like 10 divisions, but please, I am begging you to not do anything foolish. I mean, technically resisting the Germans probably would be the foolish thing to do. But still, you have like 10 divisions. I can hold out in the mountains. I'm sure you can defend Vienna for a while. But just getting troops away from our border would be so good. Assuming, you know, again, assuming that, I mean, there's probably already German troops on the Austrian border itself. We still don't know what Italy's doing. You guys don't really have a plan, but that's fine. We're gonna try to centralize power in Spain. We're in like such a I don't know the right word. It's not a glass house, but we're in a situation where if anything bad happens, we are just fucked. If Italy decides to attack us, I think we'll just lose. I mean, these troops down here are, I think, probably will be enough to hold out off the Italians for a while at least. But really, it's more like if Spain somehow gets involved in the war, we're just dead. There's no way we can stop a Spanish invasion of the south. That would be like... Sure, Tunisia. Give me 115 World War I guns. I will take literally anything I can at this point. Because what else could I possibly do? Okay, Belgium is still getting 2,000 and... Why is Belgium decided to put everything... Why is Germany decided to put everything they have into Belgium? My guess is that's where the AI thinks it can actually win, so that's where it's putting all its air superiority there. Okay, so the Vietnamese troops are, I think, finally arriving. Actually, I think those are the Lebanese troops. The Vietnamese troops should be arriving soon-ish. I don't understand. Like, you taking a boat here, walking here, and then taking another boat up? Okay. Really, just don't question what the AI does. It's just going to do its own thing. And there's no logic at all to what it decides to do. 40. I mean, we're winning all these battles. Germany... Like, the forts are negative 160% modifiers. So the Maginot Line works. But you also got to remember that we can't push back on them. Modified to 1.7% for enemy superiority terrain. Their planning bonus is really good. But that is nowhere, that doesn't make up at all for any of the major disadvantages that they have. Look at that texture on that plane. Holy hell. But it's like, it's also, you know, we're in a situation where we can't attack either. Like, just for example, these guys have almost 500 defense. 166% modified. We are taking a 50% penalty. Our country, like, Okay, please stop attacking. I don't want to lose more men. Okay, thank you. We're still at a negative 68% penalty for our country right now. Where is that coming from exactly? Division attack and defense on non-core territories at negative 25% penalty just out of the gate. Planning is better, but that doesn't matter that much. And I don't know how you even get rid of this modifier. Victors of the Great War also is terrible, and I would like to get rid of that as soon as possible, but I don't know. Maybe they go away after a certain date. I'm not too sure. I'm going to see... I mean, it's not going to be anything in here. It's all about, like, colony stuff. But I'm just saying, like, does anything have just... remove... the terrible penalties? Like, maybe... It probably actually has something to do with the military line. But I did go for the defense plan, so maybe not. Levy en masse. Fortification bonuses. Extend the Maginot line. Actually, probably you can't even do that until 1939. Game, I'm already at war. Oh, okay, that's actually for the ones for the Italian border. So I'm gonna have to cancel all these. I know it doesn't really make a difference because they're not building at all. Anyway, we're only using 4 civilian factories to actually make anything. That's why we're using so many retraded goods just to make sure we don't run out of oil. What can I do? So decrease in unemployment. More recruit population. Army reform. Okay, that removes the Victors of the Great War. A research center. Do any of these get rid of that removes protected by the Maginot line. But we can't get that. Because we need motorized focus. We can only get motorized if we went for De Gaulle. So we might just be stuck with that negative 25% penalty forever. Maybe I made the wrong choice. Scale a chief of army. Click for detail. Like, okay. I probably gone for the wrong thing. The plan that I chose is just bad. Okay, so we have better mortar teams. Start getting those guys into production. Because I think that minus 25 attack and defense on non-core territory might just be forever. And that is absolutely dreadful. What can I do here? So you're nothing in this tree yet. This stuff doesn't matter because we don't have any factories of any level yet. Lack of resource penalty. How about a production efficiency cap plus 4%? Yeah, we're gonna get some better machine guns in a second as well. Austria, you assholes. Okay. So you are 1938, 1939. You know what? Just start researching the better rifle now. I know it's going to take a few days, but it's probably better. Austria, why would you do this to me? You're breaking my heart. Okay. I was really hoping. I know again that we have the historical focuses on, but I was just really hoping that things would go okay. Apparently we have a small navy and a small air force. We have an average army. We're not getting oil from the... Okay, Britain, we're no longer going to trade oil with you anymore. We're going to get all of our oil immediately from... Okay, how much fuel do we... Current consumption, daily gain 48. Is so terrible. So, America. I need... I don't know how many I need. How much does 10 give me? About 2.8 thousand. So I think I need like all 21. Okay, apparently, well, 19. Where does that get me? 5.5. Slightly more. But again, that's like all of my civilian factories on this one, just on fuel. Because we just don't make any of it domestically. It's a shit show. More or less. So we're gonna have 5 more civilian factories. Hopefully you can maybe build some things. I mean, one or two of those are just gonna be used immediately for civilian economy shit, which is terrible. French intervention doesn't matter. I don't think you do anything. Change a lot of war economy. Probably would be good. Removes national spirit, inflation, but I don't think we have inflation right now. We do. All building construction speed minus 50%. Research the market. Political power cost. We can devalue the franc. Getting down here, though, would be, like, really nice. Conversion speed, I don't actually care about that much. Oil research, one research slot, you know what, that doesn't matter, actually, right now. So, you know what? We probably need to get rid of inflation right now. Because having negative political power is not helping us. When we could be enacting some government reforms to try to make the situation less shit. So, I don't even know what will we do though. Export focus, average tariffs. What if they just got rid of tariffs? Political power gain would go down. Consumer factory goods would go down. Construction speed goes way down. Output also goes way down as well. And that doesn't seem very good. At least to me. Germany is still, you know, they're still throwing men at our border. Again, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. They're losing manpower. So that is always a positive. We'll just never have enough fuel. There's just never going to be enough fuel at all, ever. You know what, these planes, why are they flying? Ignore that. There, that saves us. Does that save us any fuel whatsoever? Apparently not really. Let's have these all in the same port. Or same airfield, I should say. Find those. The army's going down. It's consuming slightly less fuel than it was before. You know what else we need? We need to, oil extraction needs to be better. We need even better, more fuel per oil, so we can import less oil. Effects from our current casualties. So base war support 0. Apparently we lost 60,000 men. That's not great. I didn't even know there was a... has it always been there? Just a skull with how many people I've lost in this war? It's not affecting war support yet. Like this right here, this effects from casualties, that should be in the base game. There's no reason that you can lose like 15 million men as a country and not lose any war support. You know, it's a bit silly how, no matter how many men you lose in Hearts of Iron 4, like the base game, you're never going to have people be less enthusiastic about war. Which just doesn't make any sense. You think at least it would incentivize you not to throw men away constantly. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. Or subscribe, and goodbye.